He saw it coming, not with fear, but with clarity. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor, Stoic philosopher, a man at the helm of an empire, left behind warnings. Not for kings, not for generals, but for us, you and me. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. So what happens when those thoughts are filled with anger, envy, distraction, and fear? Marcus Aurelius warned us about this one thing, and if we ignore it, we lose more than just peace of mind. We lose ourselves. The emperor who fought daily battles inside his mind. Imagine ruling the most powerful empire in the world, leading armies, managing political chaos, watching plague spread through your cities, and still writing daily about humility, self-control, and death. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations for fame. He wrote them to survive his own mind, because he knew something we forget today. Your greatest enemy is not the world. It's your own thoughts. His warning wasn't about a collapsing Rome. It wasn't about the external world. It was this: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He watched people blame fate, fortune, and others for their suffering. But he realized, your suffering often comes from the stories you tell yourself. And the most dangerous story of all? That you are powerless. The disease of distraction. If Marcus lived today, he wouldn't be shocked by wars or political collapse. He'd be shocked by our phones. Distraction. That's what he warned us about. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. But we rarely go there. We escape into screens, into dopamine hits, into endless scrolling. Not because we want to, but because we're afraid of silence. Marcus would call that a form of slavery. You must build up your life action by action, and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible, and no one can keep you from this. But when we are distracted, we give up control. We let the world toss us around. Angry tweet, mood ruined, someone else's success. We feel like failures. Marcus Aurelius warned us. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. So the real question is, what are you feeding your mind? The danger of pleasing everyone. One of the sharpest Stoic lessons Marcus gives us is this: it never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Think about that. You want to post something online, but you hesitate. Why? What will people say? You have an idea, a dream, a goal, but you keep it locked inside. Why? Fear of judgment. Marcus warned us, this is a trap. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. The crowd may cheer one day and boo the next. If your self-worth depends on them, you will suffer endlessly. Real freedom, he believed, comes from living in alignment with your own values, not theirs. The battle against emotion, anger, resentment, fear, lust, jealousy, these are storms within the soul. Marcus didn't suppress his emotions, he examined them, he dissected them. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Anger can cost you relationships. It can destroy your peace. Marcus knew this, and yet he ruled an empire. He was betrayed. He faced wars, and he kept his calm. He warned us not to let emotions control us, because when we do, we become like animals, not philosophers. You shouldn't give circumstances the power to rouse anger, for they don't care at all. So, what's the Stoic solution? Don't suppress your emotions. Discipline them, observe them, master them. Time, the thing we waste most. One of Marcus's deepest warnings is about something we casually throw away every single day: time. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. We delay everything. I'll start tomorrow. I'll be disciplined next month. But the Stoic knows tomorrow is not promised. Marcus Aurelius wrote about death not to scare himself, but to sharpen his awareness of life. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. If we lived by this, we'd stop wasting time on trivial worries, petty arguments, and aimless scrolling, on suffering and control. Why do we suffer? Marcus said suffering isn't in the event, it's in our perception. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. You miss a flight, lose a job, get insulted. These are events. But the reaction, that's the real battlefield. Marcus Aurelius didn't pretend life was easy, but he reminded us we have a choice to see things differently, to act with courage, to endure with grace. The Stoic mirror, look within. One of his most haunting lines, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Obstacles are not just things to avoid, they're opportunities, but only if you have the eyes to see them that way. Every challenge you face, every betrayal, every failure is a moment to grow stronger, but that starts with looking within. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look. We want solutions from the outside, but Marcus knew everything begins from within. His final warning, live according to nature. At the heart of all Stoic teaching is one concept, live in accordance with nature. That means reason, harmony, justice, discipline. It doesn't mean perfection, it means progress, purpose, peace. Marcus didn't write meditations to be quoted. He wrote them to survive his own struggles, and his warning to us, loud and clear across centuries, is this. Do not abandon your post as a rational human being. Do not betray your own soul. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. Your character, your integrity, your choices. That's what he wanted us to protect, at all costs. A final thought. So what did Marcus Aurelius warn us about? Not plague, not war, not death. He warned us about ourselves, our tendency to drift, to numb, to rage, to forget what truly matters. He left us a mirror, not to shame us, but to wake us up. So ask yourself, what would Marcus write to himself if he were in your shoes, right now? And more importantly, what will you do with that warning?